Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Mayur Uniquoters Q1 FY26 earnings conference call hosted by Monarch Networth Capital Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then zero on a touchtone phone. Please note that this call is being recorded. With this, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Rahul Dani for opening comments. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Monarch Networth Capital, it's our pleasure to host the senior management of Mayur Uniquoters. We have with us Mr. Suresh Kumar Podar, Chairman and Managing Director of the company, and we have Mr. Vinod Kumar Sharma, CFO. We will start the call with the opening remarks from the management and then move to Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you. Good afternoon, dear investors and analysts. It is a great pleasure to address you as we reflect on the past years and look forward to the future of the company. Your support and trust in Mayur Uniquoters have been instrumental in our success, and we are honored to share with you the performance of Mayur. Thanks for giving your precious time to join Mayur Uniquoters Limited Q1 FY26 conference call. Mayur Uniquoters Limited, being a market leader in the synthetic leather industry and an organized player, has been able to leverage the emerging opportunities and delivered exemplary performance in past years, both in national and international business markets. Now, I would like to start with the financial highlights for Q1 FY26 and review, and we will also reply to your queries and after our review of the financial results for the quarter. The company has achieved the revenue from operation on consolidated basis is rupees 215.88 crores, PBT 54.97 crores, and PAT 40.73 crores. In the quarter, the consolidated revenue increased by 1%, PBT and PAT increased by 7% and 2% respectively on quarter-on-quarter basis. The revenue from operation on a standalone basis is 206.41 crores, PBT 55.32 crores, and PAT 41.23 crores. In the quarter, the standalone revenue, PBT and PAT increased by 6%, 21%, and 19% respectively. Further, our endeavor is to make the company a preferred supplier for the leading OEM, especially in US and European regions. And in continuation to this, we have received some good export orders from US and OEM supplies, which is resulting into a good contribution in our top line and bottom line. And this increased momentum is expected to continue in next 2-3 years. While pursuing our business interest, Mayur Uniquoters has also been endeavoring to fulfill our responsibilities towards society. Under the corporate social responsibility programs, we have contributed towards the regular plantations and have a plan to do it at a large scale in coming years. The company has also adopted many happy schools for education of children. The company has worked on education for all and privileged children, various healthcare initiatives, especially child skill development, water for all, sanitation at the school area, distribution of books, bags, clothes, etc., and most importantly, family planning and family welfare schemes in nearby villages. The state government has also recognized these initiatives on various platforms. I am thankful to all the investors for their valuable time, to those who became the part of this earning call. With this positive note, I would like to conclude and request you all to open the forum for questions and answers. Since we have limited time of 45 minutes for the call, therefore please avoid repeated questions. And for the sake of your information as required by all the investors, I am giving you the numbers. Please note down. Export General 24.95 crores. Export OEM 53.10 crores. Total exports 80.05 crores, which is 40% of our total revenue, and auto OEM 43.08, replacement 31.32 crores, footwear 44.42 crores, furnishing 5.6, and others 1.92. And domestic is 126.36, which is 60%. And grand total is 206.40 crores. for the quarter. Now we are opening the form for the question answer.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Arnav from Ambit. Please go ahead.
Thanks for taking my question. So my first question is just regarding what is the status of the capex that we were considering in Mexico?
Mexico. It is status. What is it?
See, Mexico status was clear. We decided we have find out the land and we made all the planning and we were about to go about it. But suddenly, 1 month back, this kind of thing has happened. So we have postponed for the time being. You understand?
Right.
Yeah. But it is intact. As soon as these confusions are completed, we will start it. Everything was done. It was just to push the button. But suddenly these things have happened, which has created big confusion in the mind. But definitely, the way the requirement is increasing, we are bound to.
So we'll definitely go ahead with the Mexico plant once the tariff situation settles down, or is it possible that we'll consider some other location for the plant instead?
No, not at the moment. Because we have worked out, we have thought to move in USA also. But the cost of production is very high.
Right.
And we have to, at the moment, otherwise everywhere the situation is same. See, this is only, and I will tell you that we are not affected with this cost so far as automotive concerned in USA, because we are tier 1 supplier. We are supplying to those who are making interior for their car. So, and then they are taking it to USA and supplying to USA. So whatever burden will come, that will come to them. For automotive export, we have no problem.
Right. And so my next question is, are we sticking to the FY26 guidance of 12 to 15% year-on-year revenue growth and 15 to 20% profit growth for the full year?
Yes, we are trying our all efforts to achieve the discussed results in terms of top line and bottom line.
Okay, thanks for answering my questions.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Viraj from SIMPL. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the opportunity. So, 2 questions. One is, I think when we started this export journey to US many years back, we were among the very few, correct me, we were among the 2 suppliers ex of China from Asia, where we were known for our quality and cost competitiveness. So given this positioning few years back now, if I talk about 2025, how has this positioning changed? You know, are there still few players ex of China from Asia competing in US markets, or you think over a period of time more players have emerged?
We are not very clear with your question. Can you repeat? I think so. We are not very clear what you want to ask.
So if you look at, we are among the very few companies, so if I look at ex of China from Asia, we were the very few companies who were competing in global automotive space, given our credentials in terms of strong quality and cost competitiveness. How do you see the competitive landscape in terms of supply from Asia, ex of China? Over a period of time, you've seen more players emerging and competing for export, especially to US and Europe, or how is the competitive landscape? If you can give some color.
So there is no change from what it was in the past. So specifically, if you're not talking about tariffs, so there is no change in terms of like our position where we were standing in the market in the past and where we stand right now. So like if you want to understand like if China or any other Asian country is more competitive in terms of production and R&D, I think so there is no change in stand what was in the past few years and what it is currently right now.
Okay, that is helpful. And similarly in the domestic market, we have seen some competitors making some good inroads in auto OE. So, there are players who have actually bagged orders from Hyundai, Kia as well. Now, traditionally, our focus has always been on auto space, given that there's focus on quality and good barriers in terms of approval and, price is also better. So have you seen any loss of market share or, any color you can give in terms of competitive landscape in domestic, both OE and location?
If you're talking about specific automotive industry in the domestic market, again, we have not lost any market share because of some other people getting Hyundai, Kia market, because obviously most automotive companies will not work with a single supplier. They will have multiple suppliers. And we are supplying to Kia through a Korean partner, and we'll continue to supply to them. And our business will also increase with Hyundai specifically, if that is what you want to ask.
Yes. And similarly in replacement market, we have seen some stagnancy in last few quarters. Can you give some color? How do you see things panning out for the year?
Replacement market specifically was with 3-4 OEMs, their sale has been down in the last quarter specifically, and there has been some change in design also. So we will not see a massive increase in the sales in replacement market, but yes, the sale which is little down will improve definitely.
Okay. Just last question was on the tariff part.
May I request you to join the queue for a follow-up question, please?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we move to the next participant, a reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question comes from the line of Avnish Chandra from SMIFS Limited. Please go ahead.
Thank you for taking my question. So first thing, how was the PU business during the quarter?
So, if you're specifically talking about the first quarter, it was not there was not a very big improvement compared to last or like to the fourth quarter of the last financial year.
Okay, so the run rate of 6-7 crore is continuing.
Yes. For the time being.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And sir, earlier we had started our retail side of the business where we were adding distributors and we had a target of adding thousands of distributors. So what is the status or development on that front?
So that business is definitely improving. The sale, if you compare to the first quarter of FY25 to the sale of first quarter of FY26, the sale has gone up. The number of, I don't have the exact number, but definitely the number of dealers have gone up also. Maybe around 750 to 800. I don't have the exact number on my hand. And around, okay, Mr. Budhar is saying it's around 1,000 right now. the sale is also improving. We are adding more product lines also in the coming months.
Last thing, in South Africa, we are doing business with Mercedes only, right? We have added more customers
BMW
there.
is also there.
Okay. So just a ballpark figure, how much would be BMW and how much will be Mercedes in a quarter or a year?
20.
So approximately 35,000 meters.
Put together.
No, for each OEM.
Okay. Each OEM 35,000.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Kautuk Yamde from Axanoun Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. I just had a couple of questions. And can you please specify the impact of the tariffs on your products when it comes to the export side of the business, if there is any?
Okay, so obviously the tariff is always for the US market right now. So as far as our OEM business
Sorry to
is,
interrupt.
there is no impact as such. Because the material we are exporting to Mexico, and so there is no direct impact on Mayur in terms of auto OEM business is there. We have a business directly for other market in the US market, so we have built our stock in the last 3 months over there. Till 25% tariff is there. We see no major reason for us to worry in terms of a sale to that market is concerned. In fact, no worry at all. Mr. Budar has asked me to add, there is no worry till 25% tariff is there. We'll be competitive because there'll be tariff from other countries also, 25% or 20% or 30%, whatever it is. 50% was announced yesterday only, and it's applicable only for shipment from 27th August. So that we will understand, analyze, and then we can give you a proper answer for 50% tariff. But definitely 50% tariff is a worry, but हम लोग को लगता है कि भाई we don't know whether we'll stay or whether it's just a negotiation skill, time will only stay.
Selected products.
And these are also on selected items.
Selected items.
And we have increased our sale to other areas like in Europe also, in Middle East areas also. So हमारा हो सकता है कि एक जनरल एक्सपोर्ट नॉट ओईएम एक्सपोर्ट का जो ग्रोथ था वो अगर बाई चांस 50% हो गया तो थोड़ा स्लो हो सकता है, अदरवाइज ग्रोथ है.
So much for the answer. And just on the domestic front, what are there any constraints or demand side issues you are seeing right now?
Domestic market first quarter तो थोड़ा सा subdued था, but not very bad for Mayur. Obviously growth was not there. Obviously July, August, September is always a good quarter for everyone because India is a very festive oriented market. So we are hoping that sales should improve in this quarter. And Mr. Budar also wants to add something.
Good afternoon. आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
ये देखिए, you see leather cloth manufacturers are increasing by 10 to 15 companies every year, and they go for competition. What is the competition? Reducing the price. Now, so far as local market is concerned, from the beginning, we are selling the high price and high quality products. So, therefore, there is a sale little bit down, but now we have find out the other way on which we are working very fast. Like in footwear, a lot of foreign companies are selling in their brand in India, whose prices are more than 3 times than what is manufactured in India. Now we have started catching hold of those companies. So already किस-किसका नाम बताइए तो already like Zara, Aditya Birla and then एक और बताना Adidas. See, we have already working from last 6 to 8 months with these companies. Now, they have a manufacturing in India, in specific states. They manufacture in India, and in their plant they supply all over the world. Now, the main thing is we are working on these big brands who can give us good price also. But it takes good time. Already we are working on that. Now the system is that we have to give them the material. They will make the end product and they will show to their customer. Out of that, whatever is decided, they will choose. That has also started coming. They have started giving us the trial orders and we are working on that. Now the biggest advantage with this, it may take 1 year or 2 year time to fully come in this, but the advantage is once we are approved here for those brands, we will be approved all over the world. And the margin is much better with these brands than Indian products. So I see, you see, we always look for the bottom line. Top line is not everything. If your bottom line is not good, there is no use of working for top line. Now my thinking is totally different. I have to go to the places where I can get the value of the product. So that's why for footwear, leather goods, garment, we are moving all multinational brands. There they need a quality and they give you a better price. So far footwear is concerned, I'm not worried. In next 1 to 1.5 years time, it will definitely start increasing. Now listen, increasing is no issue. Tomorrow I can increase 3 times the sales of footwear industry. But if my profit remains same, what I am getting with the today's sale, is it any sense in doing that? So we have to look for opportunity. Now my thinking is, see, whatever artificial leather is manufactured in the world, our contribution is 0.002%. So it tells me that we have plenty of scope. We have to move into it. Like today, in in Dubai, from India, minimum 10 lakhs meter goes every month. I supply only 60,000. But my price is 3 times or 2.5 times than whatever supplied from India. So what I'm trying to say, it's a matter of finding the right customer. For that you have to work hard. And I am working on that. Once I understood that this type of business is not fruitful, I do not waste my time. Because ultimate aim is the bottom line. So the reason for footwear is now, with these brands, we are now getting another benefit because they are making bags and so many things other than footwear, as you know. And we have started entering in this garment markets. and that is also we are getting response. See, all these things takes time. Like automotive, when we started, it took 2 to 3 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, the line for the management has been disconnected. Please stay on hold while we reconnect the line. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. The line for the management has been reconnected. Over to you, sir.
The question is new or we have to continue?
You can continue, sir, if you want.
Please continue.
So that I have explained you what is the reason of Indian sale is going down in footwear, and we are working for that to increase our sales, to increase our profit. Now you see, advantage in our business is there are so many areas like garments, footwear, leather goods, automotive, so many areas. Wherever in the world fabric and genuine leather is used, artificial leather is replacement. Now artificial leather is replacing very seriously with this real leather, because of the prices and this villain problem. So I am not worried at all. So far Mayur future is concerned. This happened, and now why we are standing till now? Because we have put our business in different segments. Generally we have seen the people who are working for automotive, 90% they sell to automotive. Those footwear, 80% to footwear. But I have distributed my areas. I am not depending on one area only. I don't see any problem, and so far this American problem is also going up to 25%. We have no issue. 50% comes, I don't know. And so far as even if 50% comes for my automotive sale in America, no problem. Am I correct? Because we are supplying to Mexico, right? If anybody has any confusion about this tariff, they can ask me open question.
I hope your question is answered.
You can go ahead. Yes. Thank you.
That's all from my side. Go back to my.
The next question comes from the line of Siddharth from iThought. Please go ahead.
Hi, I would like to ask you about, you talked about professionalizing the company some time back. Like, where is the company on that front?
So we are working seriously on that. Jim, personalize is very easy. I can do tomorrow. एक minute. But what do you mean by professionalize?
The line for the
If it is company is not professionalized, how this company is running?
Hello, are you there?
Yes, sir. The line for the participant has been disconnected. We'll move to the next participant.
You can take next question.
Yes, sir. The next question comes from the line of Sai Ganesh from Square 64 Capital Advisors LLP. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Can you share the volume details, sales volume for Q1 FY26 and Q4 FY25?
Volume हम लोग करते नहीं है share. We only share the values because volume we cannot share in the open forum.
Okay. Because I asked this question because you used to share the volumes.
No,
before?
we can give you the total volume numbers.
Yes, I want that only. Total volume.
You can note down. Total volume is 72.44 lakhs meters during the quarter.
And for Q4 FY25?
It was 77 lakhs.
77. Okay, sir. Thank you for that. And one more question from my side. Like we were expecting orders from BMW and Mercedes of 60,000 monthly run rate. We are at 35,000. You answered to the previous participant for this quarter. Like what can be the next leg of growth or any business development that you can share light on that going forward?
Currently we are supplying to Mercedes-Benz and BMW. Okay, and around 35,000 meters we are supplying to each automotive customers. Now, what you want to know more on that?
Like any more business development working with any different OEMs which we can expect in this year or next year?
Definitely, we are working on it.
You see, listen, this is very big question. You see, any industry, he always work for future. So, this is understood that when we are working with some company, we are doing our best to improve the sale to that company. Further, like in South Africa, we are working with Mercedes and BMW. We are already in touch with other companies also in South Africa. So it is obvious any company cannot progress without his continuous effort to increase the sales and get the more and more customers. And you see, my philosophy is I never depend on one customer. Most of the people does that and suddenly they crash. So I distribute my marketing everywhere as much as possible. So as I told you just now that my sale is 0.002% of artificial leather which is sold in whole world. So whole world is my customer. That is, I have to find out that. And what we are doing also. I'm not going just for sales. I'm going for sales as well as for the profit. So it is obvious that whenever you are selling to someone, we are always try to improve. Suppose we are giving 3 models. We always try to increase more models. And then we try to increase the customers. Like we are talking with Ford Motor in South Africa. The discussion has already started. So
आपण ज्या व्यक्तीसोबत बोलत आहात त्या व्यक्तीने आपला कॉल.
Please go ahead, sir. Hello.
Next question.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you. The next follow-up question comes from the line of Viraj from SIMPL. Please go ahead.
No, my questions have been answered. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Senthil from iThought PMS. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. First on the export side, if you can share some how much we export from Mexico to US and in terms of sales and how much directly from India. What would be our total share?
सारा मटेरियल प्रोडक्शन तो सारा इंडिया में ही होता है.
We are just trading.
Sir.
Yeah, please.
So
what do you want to know? Can you repeat your question?
Sir, his line got disconnected. We'll move to the next participant.
Yeah, please.
The next follow-up question comes from the line of Siddharth from iThought. Please go ahead.
So you said that in this quarter, you sold 30 to 35,000 meters of leather to BMW and Mercedes, and the total sales volume for the entire company for this quarter was 77.4 lakh meters, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, based on the current order book from Mercedes and BMW, how much of an increase can we expect from this 30 to 35,000 meters?
Listen to me. This is not easy to answer all these questions. Now, I have to see as a company that how much I am selling to automotive industry and how to increase. Now, if I am selling to South Africa 35,000 meters, then I have to see what is their requirement. So, as I told previously, that we are always work to have more and more models, and what is happening today, which I told you. And for a specific company, it is impossible to tell. My idea is to increase the sales of automotive companies. How that will happen? Number one, by supplying to their more and more models. Number two, find out the new companies. So that's we are doing. So it is very difficult to answer these questions. We can simply say that in automotive OEM, all over the world, our sales are increasing drastically, and it will increase. Like recently we got an order from Ford for their 4 models. They were hardly supplying 10,000 yards. Now in next 2 years, we are going to supply more than 100,000 yards. Everything takes time. It's not that I can reply you in one go. Very difficult. We are working, and which you can see by result that overall what is the situation.
Understood. So one more question I have is, the previous participant asked about the percentage of revenue that, sales that you actually make to US via Mexico. Like from India, how much do you actually directly take it to US and how much do you route through Mexico out of your total exports? I would like to get clarity on that.
Listen, Mexico is the hub of making interiors of automotive industries, right? And they use our material. They make interiors in Mexico. So that's why we are supplying USA auto companies material in Mexico. It is going directly to Mexico, not to USA. And then these guys make their interior, put in their cars, and then they export the cars. So even if there is any problem of duties, that will be for their account, because they are selling the car. We are selling just component to them.
Okay, understood. That's all.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Rahil from Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, just one question on any sort of guidance outlook for FY26. What sort of revenues do you see clocking in, and margins also, EBITDA or maybe bottom line?
We have already discussed and told you in last our conference call that we will be expecting 10 to 15% increase in our top line and 15 to 20% increase in bottom line. Next
Sir,
question,
do you
please.
have any
Okay,
other
okay.
question?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Praveen Sharma, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for taking my question. Actually, all my questions have been answered. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
The next question comes from the line of Janish Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Just dwelling a little bit on the export side. If you were to see the breakup, of the export, how is the export breakup look like with US, Europe, and rest of the world? You can give a little understanding with that. It will be helpful in understanding what kind of an exposure we have in a different geography, given the geopolitical situations changing around the world. That is one.
Yeah.
Second is on the market. You already guided that the margin or the bottom line is likely to be better. Is this likely to be because of change in the product mix which is undergoing? That is one. Or it is likely to be because of the operating leverage. How does the profitability is likely to get benefit from? And how do we see, like I was saying, as you mentioned, in the current situation, there are different countries are getting different kind of a tariff, at least in US, and even people are looking at rejigging their supply chains. Probably they will be looking out for in next 6 months as well. How do you read out that situation given this entire chaos which is happening in the export market? That will be helpful. And how is Mayur is placed to get an opportunity in next 12 to 18 months for in this entire the chaos which is happening around the world on the export side? Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You have raised 3 questions. First question regarding the breakup of region-wise export sale. So that data we will provide you separately. You send your mail so that we can provide you separately. Readily we don't have that data. Okay? Region-wise export data. And second question, the margin, change in margin or increase in margin we are expecting, and it is based on the mix of our sales mix and other impacts, say our raw material and operating efficiency, productivity, efficiency, etc. Okay? So product mix also is getting changed. So that's why we are expecting increase in our bottom line because of increase in exports and efficiency improvement.
Okay. And on the overall global front, how is Mayur is being positioned to benefit, or how has it been positioned to read the situation entirely in a global market now?
Because of this tariff impact?
Yes, saying because it's not only India, it's also other countries are also getting the impact. So there is going to be an imbalance in terms of imbalance in terms of the cost structure, and also it's a lot of automobile companies will be re-looking at their supply chains, be it in Europe or be it in US as well. So I'm just trying to understand what kind of feedbacks or what kind of pillars you are getting from the market with regard to the current situation or upcoming situation.
I have told you that our supply so far USA is concerned, it is to Mexico. We have got no effect on that, number one. But to other countries in Europe or other areas, we have no issue. And now, if you ask what happened this year, actually, if you ask me sincerely, can anybody predict anything? It is next to impossible. The only thing I can say as a manufacturer, as a public limited company, that we are doing our best. Now, can you tell me how many companies in manufacturing having PAT of 20%? Tell me.
No.
I want to know. Because you people always ask how you will improve, how you will do this, that. It is very impossible to predict. आप हिंदी समझते हैं क्या? बोलूं कुछ हिंदी में?
या सर, मैं समझता हूं और मैं अप्रिशिएट भी करता हूं कि आप जैसी कंपनीज जो मार्जिन जनरेट कर रही है वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है इंडस्ट्री में इस तरह का मार्जिन जनरेट करना, एंड वी हैव अ वेरी हाई रिस्पेक्ट फॉर दैट. द ओनली थिंग इज दैट हम आपके थ्रू ये जानना चाहते हैं, हमारी कोशिश यही रहती है कि मार्केट में किस तरह की हलचल हो रही है या फिर होने वाली है, वो आपसे बेटर कोई बता नहीं सकता. इसके लिए हम लोग आपसे ही इसकी ज्यादा जानकारी लेने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
एक बात समझिए कि ये जानकारी लेके आपको क्या फायदा होगा. आज मेरी बात कीजिए. एज ए मैन्युफैक्चरर आई नो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग वेयर, और किस समय हमको कहाँ क्या करना चाहिए वो हम कर रहे हैं. और जब हम आपको कह रहे हैं कि वी विल इम्प्रूव, बट इट इज डिफिकल्ट. आज मेरे को एक बात बताइए, हिंदी समझते हैं क्या?
जी सर.
नहीं, मैं बोलूंगा. समझते हैं. अब सुनिए, एक कहावत है अपने हिंदी में कि मौत का और कस्टमर का कोई भरोसा नहीं है. समझे? क्या समझे?
जी.
बिजनेस में आपको मार्केटिंग के लिए कस्टमर के साथ हर समय अप्रोच करना पड़ेगा. आज मुझे हर कस्टमर के पास महीने में 3 बार, 4 बार, 5 बार जाते हैं. You don't know when we get suddenly we had a problem and we get a business, and that's what we are getting. So what I am trying to say simply, we are trying our best, and this situation, tell me even Mr. Modi or Mr. Trump can say anything what is going to happen tomorrow. So our job is do our best, and for that we are well equipped, we have good professionals, we have good team, and we are working on that. That reflects our results. You understand?
Yes.
Because it is very difficult to say all these things. You know, situation change every moment. Business is not like that. That what you are doing today, you will keep on doing same thing. You have to change every moment according to the situation. Then only you will get successful. For that we are very particular. In business there are 2 things, identify and satisfy. I have to identify my customer's requirement, and then I have to satisfy that. That is the only 2 things which take you up or down. We are working very seriously on these 2 things. That's why we are getting progress. And in nutshell, I can tell you, we are not leaving any stone unturned. But everything takes its time. Dhirubhai Ambani was not made in one day. So, only thing we have to see that we should keep going on. We should not down. Do you agree?
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take this as the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Okay.
Closing comment.
Thank you very much for listening very patiently. I am sorry if I have said some hard word. I apologize for that. But what I can say finally, that we are sincerely working for the improvement of our company. because it is public limited company. We have to work for our shareholders. That's all.
Thank you. On behalf of Monarch Network Capital Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you all for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Concall India for latest upcoming con calls.